What's up, guys? My name is Quentin. I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday because I am. I've actually got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Some good things that's happened this week. So, check it out. I've done something that I've wanted to do to the Miata ever since I got it. I went ahead and went on eBay on like Thursday or something like that, and I finally found something that I really needed for a very long time. After all this time, I finally got a rear finish panel. After all these years, I've had this car for 4 years, and I finally got the rear finish panel. I got this off eBay for about 350 bucks. It was silver, just like this car. And it actually came in really quickly. It only took like 2 days for it to come in. It went on pretty easily. It actually had all of the hardware and everything for it. So I didn't even have to source my parts or try to use all the parts that I scavenged from the original finish panel. But yeah, I finally got that done. Now there's only just a few more things I need to do with this car. I want to get some new mirrors. I want to get some seat covers for these seats. I need to get a new bumper, or I need to see if I can get this bumper repainted. See what the body shop person that I found can do for me. And I need to get this thing resprayed. And that's all I need to do to this thing, and pretty much the project will be complete. It's got a new timing belt and all that stuff. This is pretty much my daily driver, and it's been doing very, very well. But I actually just got something back today that I had not seen in weeks. Yep, it's here. It's back. My Chevrolet Corvette. This thing has been such a headache over the last month, ever since February. So first, I took it to the dealership. First, the car had a coolant issue, and I'll get to that later because it was bad. I'm glad I took it to the shop. So first, it had a coolant issue where it'll say low coolant on the information cluster. Okay, I called the dealership, tried to set up an appointment to get my coolant flush, and then freaking that same day, right after work, I tried to leave work, and it left me stranded. It almost left me stranded. I'm like, okay, that's not good at all. That is very not good. And by the way, before you guys complain about the car being dirty, I know it's dirty. It's been outside for a while, not getting rained on, thankfully. My buddy who worked on this had me put the car cover in it so they can cover it up when it rains. But it's spring pretty much, so the pollen's gonna be crazy. But I freaking took this car to the dealership I bought it from, which is Vestavia Auto Plaza. I do not care. I am going to blast them. Do not do business with those guys if you guys are local to Alabama. Do not do business with those guys. They do not honor their word. They said they would work on this car, but they definitely did not. So I took it over to the dealership. They said it'll probably be a week before they get to it, and they actually told me to bring it over to their shop, and they'll probably get a chance to work on it. I called back like 10 days later, and they said that their tech has like 10 new cars that they're about to sell, and 30 other customer cars that they have to work on. Pretty much the same thing I told you guys last 2 weeks ago. So after all that, I went and the kicker was that the car was supposed to start that way. They're saying that I'm supposed to prime the car, even though it's a fuel injected car. Talking about I have to prime it. It's like, wow, you guys are really stupid, aren't you? I'm going to take my car back. You guys are probably going to mess up my car anyway. So I grabbed back to the dealership, and lo and behold, the thing barely starts. I was actually lucky that I got out of the dealership, in all honesty, because the next Saturday I went to go start this car. You guys were there. Freaking wouldn't start at all. And here is the reason why. My buddy gave me all of my old parts back because he says he likes to give the customers their old parts. This is the distributor cap. And this is the rotor. Yeah, this is how it was whenever he got ready to deal with it. Things just spinning around just like this, not working. And you see how crusty that distributor cap is. Coils coming off too. And yeah, that was what was wrong with it. It now starts up with no problem. And you know, this originally started because I wanted a coolant flush, right? I'll get to it. Let me start this thing up for you guys. And the license plate was kind of also a big issue as well. The DMV kind of messed me up on that. And guess what? He did me a solid. This is also kind of a my bag. This is also kind of my fault at the same time. So I broke this piece right here, like my first week of owning this car. But my buddy actually went and repaired it for me because he actually looked it up because they thought that they broke it, and I didn't tell them about it. But they freaking did some crazy stuff like some glue. I forgot what the name of it was, but he did that, and he also put a screw right there for me, which I was going to look for a push pin to replace it anyway. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Thanks, Chris, for doing that for me. That's definitely going to be a lot less of pain. So we're in the Corvette now, and check this out. Gauges are doing good. Coolant temperature's good. I let it warm up for a little bit. And the alternator that I put on is still doing good. Check it out. Starts right up now. Starts right up. Thanks, Chris. You are the man. I am definitely looking forward to driving this car again. It has been forever since I've actually been able to drive this thing and enjoy it. So there was also something going on. Not only was the ignition system messed up, but the coolant system was too. I'm gonna try my best to open this hood. Okay. It is now running. I can drive it again. Next week I'm actually going to daily drive it, and it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing how it does. But they said that the coolant was filthy. I mean, absolute filth. They did the coolant flush for me. I had them put a new radiator cap in there, a new coolant reservoir cap in there too, and everything is good. See, they said that, so when I first got this car, I know I'm getting off topic. When I first got this car, it was overheating before I even left the road the dealership was on, okay? So they freaking said that they got it taken care of. I mean, the car was pretty much driving fine, right? But for some reason, this coolant system is actually kind of complicated. It's really hard to burp the coolant system. And so far, it's actually doing a lot better. But they told me, my buddy who was working on the car, he said that coolant was filthy. I mean, disgusting. Which I already knew, but I didn't know it was that bad. Because I opened up the radiator to look at what the coolant was at, because the low coolant light was on. Man, that crap was bad. It was rusty. It was green. So I'm glad I got that taken care of. Matter of fact, the coolant light hasn't even came back on since I got it back. So yeah, I am very happy to have this car back. Do not go to Vestavia Auto Plaza. They are some scammers. Actually, matter of fact, I seen someone else that got scammed on there by their dealership as well. That was a new review about that dealership about that. But this thing's running great now. Ain't got that old distributor cap no more. This is where the distributor cap is on this thing right here. This thing is doing great. But that's all I wanted to show you guys, that I got the Corvette back and I finally got some stuff done that I needed to have done to the Miata, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm very happy about everything right now. But thanks for Chris O'Gara for helping me out, longtime buddy of mine, and his company DKE Automotive and Clover's Towing for being able to get this car back over here. I know it's kind of a low car. It's also kind of hard to find people that actually want to work on C4 Corvettes, but I found someone to work on this one. Well, at least for stuff that I don't want to deal with. But if you guys want to see some more content, I promise I'm going to make a POV video this thing. I promise. I've been trying to get to it, but every time I got to it, something crazy happens. But if you guys want to see some more content on either one of these 80s classics, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time.